Wrestling Fanboy here, also known as Step Dorsey on YouTube, but you ain't come here for that. And on this video here, me and Kanan, we about to talk about AEW. Now Kanan, the reason I want to talk about AEW is because I think it's failing.
It's been failing.
Man, I want it to be successful. And I feel like the only reason it is being successful is because of like people like Jon Moxley and the fact that Tony Khan got a lot of money. That's just how I feel.
The only reason it's not failing is because people are tuning in to see the new stars that they bring. That's the only reason. That's the reason it's not failing. It's because they bring new stars every.
But for it to be, go ahead.
Because they bring in new stars every other week, or you seeing somebody new faces or something like that. But they doing them the same way each time. That person get about That person gets like a couple of minutes of shine, and then they get tossed to the back burner.
It don't make no sense, man. Cause I feel like it's like you. I don't know, like y'all. They don't even make a compelling storylines, honestly. Now what they got going on right now with Jon Moxley, and I like Jon Moxley. Like I like Dean Ambrose, I like Jon Moxley. What they got going on with him is probably the best thing, other than the Hurt Syndicate. But other than that, I mean, Swerve.
But at the same time, what is that a part of? Y'all bringing in new faces.
True.
Y'all not telling stories. Y'all bringing in. That's what y'all doing. Spending money bringing in new faces just to put them to do the same thing that you say WCW doing. I mean, not WCW, WWE doing.
If they could have feuds like Swerve and Hangman all the time, they'll be good. But it's like they just can't do that.
They don't know how to tell a good story either.
And Swerve and Hangman, that's probably, in my opinion, the best rivalry they have had in their whole company history. AEW, that's like one of the only good things they had going on at a specific time. Like, yeah, I mean, y'all almost had us when y'all had the Elite come in there and Kuchra Kara, cause I definitely said his name wrong. Y'all had Okada coming there, and y'all beat up Tony Khan. It looked like it was finna be good, but then y'all didn't do nothing.
It figured it out.
Then Kenny Omega came back just to leave again. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't.
He hurt again, he's still dealing with the same.
I think he got hurt again, and I think he's dealing with the same thing. So he just battling a lot of stuff to where Kenny Omega he might need to switch up his.
I said sit down for a minute.
Yeah, he might need to switch up his wrestling style completely. Cause sometimes you got to. But I don't know, man. I don't want AEW to close down, but how AEW was special to me, like that second and third year, they were special, cause that's around the time. Jon Moxley came, Chris Jericho was doing his thing, Kenny Omega was doing his thing.
What is Chris Jericho doing now?
He's the learning tree. People hate Chris Jericho, but I like Chris Jericho because he constantly reinventing himself and he changing it up. Right now, Chris Jericho is considered the learning tree. And so he's taking talent, they're under him, and he's trying to teach them valuable lessons and how to be great and how to win.
I think Brian Danielson is starting to move to behind the scenes. He wants to continue behind the scenes.
I don't know what he's doing. I was hoping he went back to WWE, honestly.
Nah, he said the only way he'll go. I seen in one interview. He said the only way he'll go back to WWE is like if the WWE was struggling and need talent.
Crazy.
And he said if the WWE was struggling and they need somebody to come bring them back, he said then he'll go there. He said, but he wanted to help a company build. He didn't want to help already established company at the end of his career. I get it.
I guess I just want him to go. I just want him to go to WWE. That's just me though. But that's me wanting Sasha Banks to go back. That's me wanting John Moxley to go back. You know. It's just
I thought that's the stupidest move ever.
Not really. I mean,
you go there.
Her going to AEW kinda was a letdown to me, but her going to Japan was like, yeah, that's what you wanted to do, and you was doing, you learned new wrestling maneuvers, and you was wrestling in a promotion where it's women dominant. Like she was in Stardom, so I liked it, but I don't think AEW is a good fit for her. Like we talked about that. I didn't see her in AEW.
You come make this whole splash for AEW just to be the B-card champion.
Like, you're bigger than AEW. It's a difference between Mercedes Moné and Sasha Banks compared to Swerve Strickland. Swerve was never the main person in WWE or in NXT. Sasha, you was the main person in NXT. You was one of the main people in WWE. You was one of the faces. And you went to a B level company. Swerve never got that opportunity. So the fact that he rose to fame and rose to be the top guy in the B level company is a big deal.
You went to a B level company to be the B level champion. That's what they think of you. They brought you all the way there to be Sasha Banks, and they didn't even give you the main belt. You got the B card champion.
Yeah, and she the biggest. To me, she the biggest name in that women's division. But the best person, the best women's superstar was Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, and Mariah May. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I think AEW is dying, slowly dying, and I don't know what they could do to rejuvenate it. Like, I have some ideas, but I don't even know if that would work. Like, they gotta change up a lot of stuff. Like, you might have to get rid of some people, cause y'all.
Now they running into the WWE back in the day problem. You got too many people. You got too much talent, and you're not able to utilize it.
Like, what is their identity? That's the thing. What is their identity?
I'm like, what are you doing? You got Ricochet now. What is your direction with Ricochet? You got Will Ospreay. What's your direction with him? What happened to the four pillars? What happened to Darby Allin? What happened to Sammy Guevara?
See, but they still there. But see, that's the thing. Darby Allin, he's still there. He's still one of the pillars. Don't get it wrong. He should have been champion by now. But okay.
I thought Sammy was in TNA.
No, Sammy is in Ring of Honor, which is crazy to me. One of your pillars in what you consider now y'all B show. They use Ring of Honor like it's a developmental show.
What you doing with Cesaro? Cesaro left WWE to be the sidekick once again.
I mean, Cesaro, he's straight. I mean, he with John Moxley again. I mean, John Moxley and his group is the best thing going in AEW right now. I'm sorry. It just is. Him, Maria Shaffer, Claudio Castagnoli, and Pat, and Wheeler Yuta, they the best thing going right now. In my opinion, that's how I feel.
Didn't they just whoop Wheeler Yuta the other
day? They beat him up a lot. He got to fall in line, and they won't have to beat him up.
That's crazy.
They using him as a hostage, you know. He gonna be the one to turn, and he might be the one to take the title from John Moxley. I mean, I don't see it, but then again, you never know. But they got to do a complete revamp. They got to do something. When we come up with the answer, we'll let y'all know. But that's all we got. That's the state of the AEW. It's not looking good.
Yep.